A little bit early, like five minutes. No, totally off. Um, like 10 minutes early. Sure, we'll do this. We'll do this 6. Okay, never mind. 6 minutes early, I guess. I mean, sure, we'll go ahead and run it, I guess. Yeah. I'll just wait for some Steve to come in, people to come in. We'll do that. Okay. Is it just running slow? Ten kilobits per second. Dropout frames. Interesting. Okay, are we working now? I think. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's delayed. Whatever. Man, 6 p.m. can't come soon enough. Nobody's here. Yippee! I'll wait a little bit longer, see if he'll show up. I don't know, man. Is there much going on in mid-November on a Friday night? I don't know. I do not know. Actually, you know what? I wonder if it's not sending out push notifications until 6. That would... That might be what the issue is it doesn't send out push notifications until 6. Till when it's scheduled for us. The towns. I think that's it. I don't think it's gonna send out push notifications till 6. So I just get to sit here and twiddle my thumbs, my pointer fingers. Oh my god, the moon landing. That's perfect, Mad Lib. Oh boy. Tell you what, if I can't get this running, it's gonna be an issue. iPad, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's sending out push notifications until then. Now it should soon. Be coming up on 6 p.m. I'm gonna say that that's what it's doing. Is that it's sending. It's wait until 6 to get up to send notifications out. So. That's interesting, but yeah, it's all right. Whatever. It's bright. Oh god, 10%. Uh-oh. That ain't gonna work. Hi. 6-7 for real, I know, man. Oh my god. I can't get my YouTube studio to load. I didn't know when you sent that. Rylan? Brother! Okay. I'll be back. I gotta go get another computer. Six one. Anyway. Okay. Main computer's not loading anything. I have a separate computer that I use when I go to Walmart and harass people to switch to Spectrum Internet. Anyway. Sign out has timed out. I don't care. I don't care that sign out timed out on here. I don't care. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna get the Lad Libs printed out, guys. Maybe. Yeah, yup, okay. Alright, man. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get the Lad Libs printed out. And, yeah, that's all I was gonna say. I have the image up here, don't I? Okay. 2, 3. Fit the page with scale. In the last 2 weeks, I've been to therapy. Last 2 weeks? Brother, you go to therapy 3 times a week? What do you mean the last 2 weeks? Who does that? I go every 5 years. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yep. That's comedy, alright. It doesn't let me go any higher. Okay, 14 works. Print using system dialog. In a little bit, we'll have our Lad Libs and we'll be ready to start on this. Gosh, I wonder if, I don't know if notifications are going out or people are annoying it. Maybe I've become that annoying. Maybe people forgot who I was because I've been gone for months. Maybe. Huh? Possibly. Okay, let me turn this thing off. Print. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. We're back. Moon landing. Lad Libs. Nobody's here. Okay. Alright. Wait till more people come in here. Then we'll do the thing. then we'll be able to do some funnies because I feel. Did everyone die? What if everyone died? What if it's been so long that all my viewers died? What if that's a good thought. Huh. Probably investigate that.
Do you hear me?
Six one. Viewer retention rate has returned. John Madden's currently on the tree, which I should probably do a tree tour at some point. So I need to make an executive decision at the moment. Do I rename the stream to Animatronic Bonanza Week 2? And everyone's fucking gone. Okay. I'll do it. Screw it. It's called viewer retention. Week 2. And save. Maybe I'll be able to attract more. Anyway. Possibly. Maybe. Possibly. This could work. It definitely will not work, but I'm just being hopeful at this point. Yeah, I say it'll work and then I see it just drop to nothing. Okay. So, I'm gonna mute until people join. That's That's a good question. I don't know where the people are. Usually, I have like a crowd of people. By 10 minutes in, I usually have a crowd, but it's apparently 0 people. Axo, you don't exist. The whole state of Oklahoma doesn't exist. I know that for a fact. I know I have more viewers than this, though. I know I have more kids. Can't say that. I have more people that usually tune into these things. I guess it's been so long that they forgot I existed. Okay. Readjust the viewer retention right. Because I can't see them, you put them over here next to the Christmas tree. Now it's a Christmas retention rat. That doesn't make any sense. Roll with it. Okay. Hi, Thomas. Hi. Okay, so no one's here. I'm just extremely confused because usually usually there's more people by the but whatever. Now, how much do you pay for your internet? Anyway, there's stuff coming. I got a little check. I got a little people here. There's stuff coming. In terms of stuff I'm doing, there's a video on Adventure World coming, which is I get kind of heated in that one, man. And then I'm gonna start doing show tape reviews where I go through like I'm probably gonna do Rockfire stuff first, run through that, and do reviews of the show tapes. Maybe some theater stuff too. Might just have to see. I don't know. No, I will not do that stream ever. Tolerance. But yeah, I got some more stuff going on. Krusty's being worked on. Yeah, sure. I worked on him 2 weeks ago, and I kind of stopped, and I'm gonna work on him again, and then I'll be able to set up my show. Chuck will be worked on soon when I get fur. I found this stuff down here. This stuff. It's his skin. I found this. It doesn't match Gen 1 Winchester, though. So, May. Actually, I might buy fur and use it for Chuck and Mitzi. Sorry, I didn't mean to say Mitzi. I'm not doing... What are you talking about? I'm not working on anything. You don't know my plans. Okay, so, if everyone's here... How we... Excuse me. Boys, how are we feeling about some Lad Libs? Sorry, Mad Libs. Sorry, the copyright name of Mad Libs. How are we feeling about that? I've had this just sitting here. I have a pencil. No, I don't. I have a pen. Maybe. Possibly. Do I have a pen in here? I don't know. I have something. We could probably do this. We could probably start this if everyone's feeling up to it. I can put a poll up. Hi, from the Bronx. Hello, from the Bronx. Yeah, town's pen. What do they say in Congress? Yay or nay? Mad Libs? Question mark. Yay. Yay. No. Yay. Nay. Start poll. Oh. Lad Libs? Yay or nay? Theodore the Chipmunks was found dead in the Bronx. We have a resounding yay as of right now. I don't know what the actually, but the two votes, two whole people, two whole loving, breathing people want to see Mad Libs. That's crazy. Also, Theodore the Chipmunk found dead in the Bronx. Okay. So, I'm going to start this. Noun and number. Let's start this. Let's start running with this. We need a noun and we need a number. And we need more than one person to kind of participate because this isn't very fun with just one person. I mean, unless you... Okay. Alright, that's fine. Goo. Sure. Goo. I wrote goo down. Why did I do that? Goo. Goo. He said goo, everybody. Okay. We need a number. We need numbers. Did it crash again? No? Okay. Well, maybe this $400 one's just gonna... Yeah. And we're having... And on the chart currently, it looks like we're having the October 24th, 1929 at the moment. So, going pretty good so far. We need a number. Come on, somebody. Oh god, blacked out. Anybody. I mean, there's got to be someone else here. I mean, maybe. Times. 70s red. Would you mind participating a little bit? He may be dead. That's another possibility. He could be dead too. No, I don't have it set up for go live together. I might do go live together tomorrow though, if I'm not busy editing. Yeah, I could probably do go live tomorrow. Go live tomorrow? Because you can do it horizontally now instead of a vertical strain. Yeah, I need numbers. I'm sitting here. Look around for numbers. 6, 7, 615. 615. Let's make this easier for people. We need a plural noun, so like bats or drugs or rats or debts. For example, I owe great debts to the government of Willamona, Arizona. Man, I'm tearing up a lot tonight. Oh gosh. 9/11s, that's a good one. Yeah, 9/11s works. I suppose 9/11. 9/11s. There's a robber in the house. Okay, verb. This could be like a doing word. God, why do I remember that from like when I was like 4? Like a thing you do, I think. Wait, right? It's literally anything. God could come in. Could God like come in here and like give us some answers, man? We just need something. There. Boy. You know what? No, I don't. I don't know what. Shut up. Okay. So, I don't know what a verb is. A verb's like a doing word. So it's like I could run, or I could bomb, or I could literally, not figuratively, or I could destroy, or I could 2.0. That's another verb. Doing a 2.0. 2.0ing. 2.0. 2.0ing is a verb. Or running, or jumping, or bombing, or 2.0ing, or destroying, or flying. Building? Oh yeah, building. That's what it is. Not building, or dooring. That one did make so much sense. I don't think that made far less sense than the other ones. Yeah, nobody. This is the driest chat I've had in months. Racing. Thank you, Axo, for racing. Is Devin at work? That would make a lot of sense. no, actually, it does not end in. That makes a lot of sense, actually, right now, why this chat isn't funnier, because we don't have Lego Island Man. Yeah, that works. In here. Wait, something? Okay. Adjective. Describing something like I could... Oh, I ran into the trash can. Okay. Good, bad, mid, terrible. For example, the government of Phoenix, Arizona. Sorry, the government of the Maldives. Something could be hot, cold, or blazing, or high. We need adjectives. We're doing Mad Libs right now. We need adjectives. I've been spinning around here trying to think of adjectives, and nobody's been giving me anything. The whole chat's dead. Everyone got shot or something. So you know, donate to the cause. Your donation could feed one. Your adjective could feed one plum. Sure. Plum? God, I get insane after midnight. I said the funny. What did I say? Oh, that says 9/11, doesn't it? Nolan Bushnell. I legitimately wet. I wheezed. I've never wheezed before in my life, but I just wheezed. Noun, number. We already got a noun and a number, but we need another one. Actually, we have. Man, this one kind of sucks. Just say anything, man. If you just think of just a random word, we'll throw it in there. Think of the stupidest thing ever, like polar. Polar? Polar's a noun. Rat and 70. Yeah. 70. Sorry. That looks like a 6. It's not a 70. It's not a 0. Noun in place. For example, Manchester and, sorry, no, Pool and Manchester. Or Boeing 747 and London. Or Spider in Brisbane. Is that a city in Australia? I don't know. What's a city in Australia? Okay, I don't want to think about that. Clearwater and water. That's a good one. I'm gonna write that down. Water and Clearwater. Water. Sorry, I just thought of that because I have a Clearwater postcard from when I went to Vancouver. That one was actually funny. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about because that one was funny. But it was pretty dry, you're right. Proper noun. We need proper noun, which is... Proper noun is like a... I don't know what a proper noun is. The robbers are talking in my house. Anyway, Terrence is a name. Yeah, I don't know what a proper noun is, to be honest. What? Do I need to, like go through my notes from first grade? And I have notes from first grade somewhere, probably. Like, go through notes from first grade and try to find out what a proper noun is. What am I messing with this so much? It looks fine, dude. It looks fine. Terrence is his name. You know, Terrence plays drums. Joey better be making that image as we speak. Names are proper nouns. Then why did it say proper noun and then first name? That's like first name, first name. Joey Terrence. Joey is our proper noun. Terrence is our first name. That works. Proper noun, first name? I don't know. What is a... What? 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 What else? I don't know. Chuck. You could chuck. That's not a noun. National. Image. Chuck. Image Chuck. You know, if this said like an animal, I'd had a really good one. Okay. God, the burglars are talking about politics. How terrifying. I'm just always getting burgled. I'm just always getting burgled. Yeah. People would probably walk into this and think I'm drunk. I promise I am. Don't shoot that. Dang it. Darn. Okay. Verb, Ed. Verb with an ED. That could be like I barfed or I ran or I... No, that's not ED. I ran. I runned. I barfed. I runned. I destroyed. I, Billy bobbed. I Terrenced. Shitted. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. I shedded. I shed. I pooped. I shed. Let's write I shed. You could shed. I peed. Yeah. Noun. We need like a noun. We need like glue or your scissors or paper or pencil or post-it or bag or hard drive. Hard drive's a good noun. Think about that. Hard drive's a good noun. Or Lego. Or that's a name. Okay. Or Raymond. That's a name. That's a name. Boeing 747 jet. Another good noun. Please, anybody. I don't think Joey's in here anymore. Sorry, I mean 70s rat. I don't. So I mean I. Sorry, I mean anyway. I don't think 70s rat is in here. I'm so drunk. Sorry, I'm in fudge. I'm so drunk. I mean a fudge. I'm so sober. Yeah, dog. That works. Dog works. Phone. Oh, verbed. Oh, I need. Yeah, actually, yeah. Mountain. Mountain. Yeah. Okay, we need like verbs. Verb ended in. Okay, let's write peed. Peed. Verb ed. Anyway. Noun. Noun number. We need a noun and then a number. William Robert. William. Oh man, William Robert and his Alice Wonderland of Friends 41. Let's go. Wonderland 41. I was thinking about this with Billy Bob's. Sorry, William Roberts. My grandma calls me William Robert. 6'1". William Roberts. Wonderland should have their own baseball little league team. Yeah. Maybe they should. They should have their own little league team, huh? Would that be interesting? I'm player 61 on the. What would be a mascot on the on the William Robert Mac Valves or something? What would be a mascot if that place had a little league team? Birds, bears, Mac Valves, Gray Box, the Gray Boxes. I play for the Gray Boxes. I play for the Curtain Motors. I play for the Cylinders. I got it. I play for the Decaying Masks. I play for the Aaron Haters. It's a good mascot. How would it just be the text Mafia? Would that just be Aaron Haters? Would that? Okay. Decaying Mask is a good one too, though. Something would be decaying. Yeah, something can be decaying. Okay, anyway, another adjective. Don't know. Dead. Dead works. I'll do dead. Dead definitely works. Rockafire make-believe band. Man. The make-believe bands? What would that just be, a cloud? Yeah, well, what's your mascot? A cloud. Hey, you know, I'm thinking the air compressors, man. I would love to see a game played by the Billy Bob air compressors. Billy Bob's air compressors. I would love to see just a walking air compressor. That'd be a fun... someone needs to get on that. Someone needs to get on that. Someone just buy foam and make a cylinder. Win the costume contest next year. Go there dressed as an air compressor. Maybe I'll get 70s Rad to do that. Verbed. Played. Played. Died. Chipboarded. We have a big chipboard. Chip. Board. Chipboarded. They chipboarded. Yeah. Plural noun. Robots. Wow, what did I just say? Masks. Masks. Verb. chicken breasts, right? Chicken breasts. We're talking about chicken breasts. Verb. What's a verb you can do? You can 2.0. Remodel. I got it. Remodel. Yeah, I know about that place. They closed. I don't remember. There's photos of them in some area. I don't know. I think the ball pits, because there's like photos of someone up against the. I think Billy Bob up against the like a mesh kind of screen. I think JoJo King owned them at some point. Don't know where they went after that though. Anyway. Adverb, describing and doing something. I worked. I worked. I don't know, what's an adverb? What would count as an adverb? I like to think that every time I ask a question, the reason people don't answer is because they're just flipping through their dictionaries trying to find adverbs. They're flipping through their English translate. Sorry. They're flipping through their. This joke is gonna not land, so. This joke's gonna land terribly. Let me say it again. They're flipping. I think the reason people don't answer is because every time I ask one of these, people are just flipping through their Swedish translations trying to find adverbs or nouns and numbers or something. Adverb. I think also. I don't know. Fastly? Okay, Google. What is an adverb?
Here's the definition of adverb: a word or phrase that modifies or qualifies an adjective, verb, or other adverb or a word group, expressing a relation of place, time, circumstance, manner, cause, degree, etc., e.g., gently, quite, then, there.
I don't know. I still don't know. They fully explained it. I still don't know. Stupidly or fastly. I think fastly works. Fastly. They fastly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they fastly. So. Then we need a noun and a number, and then we'll be done. And we can finally get this thing done. And just finished. God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I kind of got upset for a second there. I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. Yeah. Yeah, number 6, 7 or something, or 41, and then a noun be like. Do I have dog? Yeah, I have dog. Tree. Tree, 41. $61 and little boo boo. Little boo boo, 61. Come home, la boo, 61, la boo boo days later. Spell that out. Boo boo. I hate saying that word. Okay, anyway, now we get to read this thing. Is everybody ready? No, the at the circus. Okay. Okay. We're gonna read this, and then we might do Roblox or something else, or I might get crusty. Remains a crusty. And kind of work on it. All right. Okay. So, excuse me 1 second. Okay. And now we read this thing. This is the moon landing ladlib or madlib. I don't care. Okay. If everyone's back in, we can do this now. Let's just do this. Okay. So on July on July Goo 615 1969, two American 911s were the first to race on the moon. This wet trip took 70 rat days to reach the moon from clear water, as Joey Terrence Armstrong and Image Chuck Aldrin shed onto the dog of the moon. Armstrong peed the famous words, "That's 60 land wonderland. That's 61 wonderland decaying step for man, one dead leap for mankind." Soon after, Aldrin died onto the moon. And together they played a U.S. mountain on the surface. They chipboarded masks from the moon's surface to remodel back to Earth, and fastly returned 61 Labubu days later. That quite possibly might have been the worst thing I've ever read in my life, but that's arguable. I've probably read some worse things. I'm not crying. These are tears of happiness. I didn't think that one through very much. Oh. Put it on the tree, I suppose. Oh, I could make a wall. Okay, I glue. I got a great idea, guys. Okay, yeah. Put that there, put that there. And then, here's what we do. We glue the wall. We glue them on the sides. Okay, sorry, Chuck. Ugh. Now it's on the wall. Permanently. I didn't think that one through, but you know, whatever. So now they're on the wall. And we'll be like that. So every time I do one of these, they'll be stuck to the wall. You're seeing my setup back there for trying to check this stuff, because this one lags a lot. So I have a backup back there it's also my retromation station. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Okay. So we what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start a Q&A thing. Start a Q&A and friends inside. So, open a question thing, ask whatever you want, whatever you've ever thought in your entire life. Ask any questions you have for anyone ever. This started at 6. This started at 6. You've missed the past hour. 45 minutes, sorry. But there's a thing now. This should be directed to top chat. Live chat. Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry, Blueface. But did you just say pink sheep? You never go in my stream and say that again. Understand? That's like my trigger word. That's my trigger word. Is pink sheep. Brother, that was transgender. I respect your say ace. I respect your identity. You know, you identify as that. That's completely fine. And actually, we should get legislation passed to protect transgender. This is getting political. Terrence is a. You'll find out soon. This is getting extremely political, and I'm gonna stop. Forget that I said any of that. Okay. So moving on. Oh, like just like a regular Minecraft. Yeah, you know. What did you say? I love the Pink Sheep Empire. Oh, thank you. There's your clip if you need it. That Pink Sheep was a. There was a YouTuber called Pink Sheep, and that was like 10 years ago, and that was interesting times. Anyways, but I do the regular Pink Sheep Empire. I do support them. I hope they win the election. Anyway, there's a questions thing open still. If people want to go, okay. Now. No, I did not eat the Gen 1 portrait warblets. In fact, I think that was you who did it. I'm not Terrence phobic. I love Terrence. Terrence is my best friend. And I'm very woke. Very woke of me, you know. I'm very woke. I woke up today. What else could I be? Asleep? Maybe we should do an IQ test for you, Axo. How about that, huh? Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Gen 2 crust or Gen 1 crust? Gen 1. I love Gen 1 Krusty. Gen 1 Krusty is so cute. I don't know what it is. I just think he's really cute. I do. I just do. It's just he just kind of sits there and he's like we don't have footage of him moving except I guess retromation if you count retromation it's footage. I have a photo up on my wall from him. I love Gen 1 Krusty. Better than Gen 2. Gen 2 is more realistic. Um, I like all the Gen 1 bots actually better. Gen 1, Krusty and Chuck, because they're more cartoonish than Gen 1. Gen 2 Krusty is. He's alright, but it's little, the eyes, And then Gen 2 Chuck just looks like he would like blow smoke into my face, so, anyway. When is the Eminem collab coming out? Soon. I gotta get up to Michigan, man. Film that, man. We're gonna build an animatronic together. We're gonna, we're gonna build an animatronic together. Me and Eminem. Krusty poop. Yep. I agree. Who would I be to deny that? Show us Crow. So Krusty doesn't exist yet, unfortunately. This is Krusty. This is Krusty. He has a head turn so far. He has a motor for a head turn. He has a motor here for the mouth. This is gonna be moved to eyelids instead of eye turns because the eye turns of the portrait bot's a little bit wonky. So yeah, that's Krusty. This is much better. I don't know what you're talking about. My streams are so much better than anyone else in the entire internet. Girl, what am I looking for? Girl, what are you looking for? Girl, what am I? Where? God, what have you done? Okay, alright. Ford. Ford. 2007. I guess that was completely off the dome. I just said, yeah, I hope the Pink Sheep Empire wins the election. I don't. Are you serious? Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. I just said election because, yeah. Where did Krusty's nose go? What? What? He never had one. Well, am I one? Well, I am using the calculator. Maybe I am Einstein. Don't know. Don't know at all. Do I have a calculator? I don't think I have a calculator. I have lipstick. No calculator though. And probably eyeliner, but no calculator. Oh yeah, no, Chuck doesn't have a nose. His nose fell off. I gotta send that to him. I was supposed to ship this out to someone, to 70 rats, to a certain group of rats. I'm not. The burglars in my house will see. Axo. I was supposed to send that out to a group of 70 rats in September for all of their birthdays, and it didn't happen at all, so, am I making a cyberamic? Not at the moment. I'm working on portrait bots at the moment, trying to get those, because I want to be like one that was really accurate portrait bots, and like it looks pretty, really good, and have like an actual Winchester setup. So not at the moment. I am working on a Rockfire bot, which more of that will come soon. What is a cyberamic? So if you've been on YouTube, which I'm guessing you have because you're watching this video, You might have seen. How does it go? How does that go? Anyways, what is a cyberamic? No, everyone always asks what is a cyberamic. No one ever asked how is the cyberamic. Anyway, I'm trying to remember how that video goes. If you've been on YouTube, which I'm guessing you have because you're watching this video, you might have seen 3 a.m. Chuck E. Cheese or Chuck E. Cheese 3 a.m. I have seen this YouTube short.
Add some coffee.
How else does it go? Might have seen this YouTube short. I don't know. I don't remember. I have Avenger wave files. I only have the unused January 2012 show. If you need wave files, you can go to Cloud Convert. You can put in your MP3 file and it'll spit it out as a wave file. Let me see what I have. I might. I could probably. Hello. I could probably. What else I have, I could upload to a Google Drive and then make a post of that. Because I do have a pretty good wave file archive of Rockfire shows, but not many Chuck E. Cheese shows. Let me see that. Let me check my thing and see what Avenger stuff I got on here. Because I don't remember. I think it's January 2000 or September 2004. I think that's the one I have on here. Let me check. Munch's Make Believe Band. I don't know, man. It's a good night for you, though. Let me see. On here, I have. Oh God. I got Constant Beautification premiere, live shows, September 1991, birthday shows, Escapade, Strike It Up, 20th anniversary, and April 2004. So, if you need any of those, I got them all in WAV files. Just let me know. I can send you a Google Drive link or just you can even like make a community post and tag me in that. And yeah. Any updates on your Jasper sniper? Buddy, do I have some updates? Oh, come on, get out of there. He's dead. He's been dead for a year at this point. When I moved him downstairs, that did pan out, so he just kind of sat down there, and humidity and cardboard doesn't mix at all. It just kind of rots over time. So, I know I killed him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I killed him. Okay. I got a Chupa Chup over here. That's kind of a Texas, kind of Oklahoma kind of thing. Well, I think mainly Texas. I don't know. Maybe Oklahoma has Chupa Chups. I know we don't have Chupa Chups right here. I know. It was gonna be. There's gonna be some issues with it, with like the weight of cosmetics and everything. And that was a really good one too, but it was just some issues with it. No, they're not. Anyway, but maybe they're not making a little boo-boo movie. Anyway, maybe at some point I could do another one. But right now I really am focused on portrait bots because portrait bots are just. Well, I think portrait bots are underappreciated. I'm just gonna say it. And I'll probably also be working on a Rockfire bot. Again, I'll talk about this later, man. I got a lot of things planned for 2026 at least. A lot of things. Maybe I'll even bring the portrait bots to BillyCon next year. I don't know if Billy Bob still exists. Maybe I will. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Probably no. Yes. Cool. more people making Gen 1 bots. They're the best. They're the best. And Koozer. Koozer's really cool too. I love Koozer. I love like Koozer, Chuck, and Munch. Munch? Is it Munch? Oh no, I love Koozer, Chuck, and Jasper. Chuck and Jasper. Ah. Yeah. Larry the Friendly Croc. Cool. I like retrofits. I really do. Retrofits. I'm not eating this, by the way. I hope everyone knows that. I'm holding a Chupa Chup in my hand. Everyone knows what that is. I'm not gonna eat this. This has been. Oh, it smells wretched. This has been sitting. This has been in my possession for a year and a half. Oh, what am I saying? This has been in my possession for 2 years. Since January 2023. So, you know. I'm not gonna eat it. It's supposed to be Krusty the cat at first, and then Jasper. But, you know. Brantley verse. You think Adventure World's in the Brantley verse yet? Adventure My Portrait stage. Whoa, this is neat. Yeah. My portrait show will be Gen 1 Chuck, Krusty, and Jasper, and then the Warblettes for now. And then possibly hoping that I can move out to the shed and I could get wood paneling set up, and I could get I will have a Winchester. I will have a faithful recreation of Winchester in my backyard. I want that as my long-term goal for this. This is what I will do in the end. It might take me 30 years, but yeah, I will do it eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Go horse. We got a Twix and an E. So, you know, an E and a Twix. This is the right-leaning Twix. This is the right Twix. So, you know, this is the one. I don't. Ooh, it's the cane. Yeah, I don't know about Pasquale. That's the thing, is Pasquale would have to be like mounted to the top of this bed. I don't know about that, because when I'm filming shows, the issue would be which this was the issue with Winchester as a whole when the store was open, was people have a good view from here. You have to turn your head slightly to look at Frosty, but you have a good view. Chuck, and I could look up at the Warm Lush from like one corner. Dude, what's going on? From one section, you could see Chuck, and then Jasper over here, and then Krusty over there, and then up you could see the Warblettes. And then to see Pasquale, you have to turn your head you have to look all the way back there. See here, look all the way back there to see Pasquale. And then see Madam Monkey, you have to go all the way over here. So that's kind of the issue with that. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's it's more a filming issue than anything. It would be cool, but I would probably wait to do Firefly and a guest star and then the Warblettes until. Until I have a bigger area where everything can be spread out and accurate. Because I'm a perfectionist. Brownie. That's weird. odd. You know? They put pure potassium in my brownie. What the? What? Sliced on top of us scrolling. Okay. If I would like, I'll be honest, to actually have the curtains working for the warblets, because I think what happened was the curtains never, like, I think they might have had signals, but they weren't turned on because the first time that happened it fell, and it fell straight on somebody. So there are some issues with opening day Pizza Time Theater. It's like opening day Disneyland, except people weren't getting their heels stuck in the pavement. So a little bit better, but yeah. There were some big issues with Winchester when it first opened. Y'all ever down some vitamins? Don't do that, kids. Don't overdose on vitamins. It's bad for your legs. Your legs will fall off. Listen, eat too many vitamins, your legs will fall off. Take it from me. Studio 18. The gayest man in town. Okay. I'm clipping that. It's funny. Alright, I'm gonna go get tea, and I'll be right back. There's a lung sitting on the dining room floor that I coughed up. Oh. I feel like nobody gives Koozer any credit. Everyone just talks about Winchester's poetry, but what about Koozer? Koozer was great. Koozer was even better, may I say. Nobody talks about Koozer. Nobody cares about Koozer. Koozer tested so many things. They first guest star, first balcony show, Chucky's. Oh God, what was it called? Chucky's Town, Cheesy Street. They tested a ton of stuff. Yeah, they were. I think they might have been the office. They're. I don't know. I thought. I don't think so. But I thought there was something about them about being offices inside of Koozer. Maybe the corporate office was inside Koozer. I don't know. I don't know. Because I thought that was somewhere in Sunnyvale. I didn't think that was actually inside a store. The corporate office was. But no one gives Cruiser credit. Cruiser was a great store. And now it's dead. So, you know, that's what happens to gray stores. It happened to Winchester. It happens to Cruiser. It's going to happen to Tully. No, probably not. What do you mean by that? Actually, yeah. Probably. Probably does. Because, wait, it's that photo. There's that photo that's dated 1979 of Winchester, and that has Foxy in it. And then in 1979, also, there was the Four Quarters footage with Foxy Colleen in it. Yeah, we're missing so much. I mean, we don't even know that the show we do have isn't just recycled material. Like, we record with either, oh god, I don't know the other guy, but either Scott Wilson or the other voice actor for Munch, replacing Krusty's lines, because they did that. They did that with Madam Oink, where some of her other shows were just recycled content from the Winchester show with Munch instead of Krusty. So, it's possible that some of the stuff we're hearing was from Winchester, re-recorded with Munch. It's possible. It's 100% possible. It's possible that what? I don't think so. I don't think that Gentleman Chuck's still in corporate because they did not. I don't think that survived the move to Texas when they went bankrupt because Cruiser didn't survive the move. We would have known because they had the porter bot set up, and they had the Gen 1, Gen 1 Jasper and Pasquale, and Gen 2 Chuck set up in the entertainment department. And they also had the King there for a bit. But I don't think they had any of the Gen 1 bots besides Jasper and Pasquale, so. Yeah. What's going on? MCHNY. Have you seen the Man Dog Show? Yes. I love the Man Dog Show. Love it. Love Gillian's Wonderland so much. That's another thing I'm really, really into. Is that place in that show, and really a lot of things. Sally. Sally did some great stuff. Man, some CC fans really don't talk about Sally ever. Sally did great things, and people need to talk that more. Like even the retro, like the one. I think is that the only retrofit they did was the Man Dog and then the water park show. Yeah. I'm so mad at myself because I passed the Clearwater Celebration Station when I was in Florida for vacation, 2023, and I'm so mad at myself because even then, I knew that there were Daniel bots in there, and I'm mad. I'm really mad. I'm mad that I didn't go in there and said, hey, Dad, can we stop at Celebration Station? I want to go see some Daniel bots. Some Daniel and the Dixie Diggers bots. Didn't even think about it. You know what I did instead? I went to the Clearwater Chuck E. Cheese, which is remodeled. Hopefully it'll be there if I ever go back to Florida. Maybe. I don't know. Echo and the Badland Band. Yeah, another good one. Yeah, because that one at the water park is Rocking the Ramblin' Rascals, and then the Man Dog is Rocking the Railroad Ramblers, right? Yeah. Rocking the Railroad Ramblers, Rocking the Ramblin' Rascals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Staten Island was good. Air Model too. All of them is gone. Now the only Cyberamic store left is Toledo, right? Is Toledo left? Yeah, Toledo's. I think Toledo's it. Mm. I live. Okay, little Studio Team trivia here, man. Little Studio Team trivia here. I live next to Kings Island. I you go half mile downhill, you get to that river, take that river up to Kings Island. I live like 5 miles from Kings Island, and Kings Island is right next to Great Wolf Lodge. So I live like 5.5, 6 miles from Great Wolf Lodge. I've never been in there before. I really should probably go at some point and see if they have a show. I don't know. It's possible. It's if anyone can find out, it's the Great Wolf Lodge in Mason, Ohio. If anyone can find that out, that'd be great. Because if they do, I might just go up there someday and go see the show. You know? See if they have a show at least. Yeah. I mean I've seen, oh gosh, how many stores have I been to? In terms of cybers, I saw Florence and Soldano and oh gosh, what else? I think I saw Knoxville. I might have seen Knoxville. I don't remember. I think I did. I remember Coleraine. In terms of CI, I saw Coleraine. I saw Springfield. I saw. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. Drawing a blank. Coleraine, Springfield, Maxway, Columbus, Maxway, and then Studio C. Oh yeah, that's the other Sharonville. Sharonville had cybers too. Yeah, and then Studio C, Eastgate, Miamisburg, Louisville, Lexington. Is that it? Warren, Ohio. And then I think Charleston, West Virginia. So that's a good amount. Have you seen CP bots like Country Critter Apes online? Yes, I have seen the creative presentation spots. I've seen a lot of them. They did what all does creative presentations do? They did Sergeant Singers, right? They did. Did they do? I think they did Sergeant Singers. Are you kidding? You're kidding. There's no way. What? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, Sergeant Singers is a good one. They did Sergeant Singers and they did, what else? Oh gosh. I really can only think of them for, CU Prototype and, the, Yogi Bear. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of them for is the retrofits they did for CUC, which I guess is SP2 at the time. Huh. Debris. Yeah, I did that too. Which, and then I think it was just they left the industry like everyone else did. I think it wasn't because they weren't getting business. I think it was more of the owner was just trying to retire, and that's the reason they left the industry. A lot of them in the late 90s, they all closed up. Early 2000s, late 90s, a lot of them closed up. Sally stuck around because they did dark rides. There's some company in Germany. I don't remember why they stuck around, but you know, a lot of them went. Garner stuck around because, well, Garner was new at the time, and they got the Disney contract, so they're working with Imagineering. Uh, of course, WDI, Walt Disney Imagineering, sticks around because it's Disney. They have to supply the parks with stuff, and then Creative Engineering, which died. Creative Engineering died. You could say they're alive. Are they really though? Yeah, Advanced. Yeah. Advanced is. Advanced stuck around. VP did too. But there were casualties in the early 2000s, late 90s. I think AVG died. I'm pretty sure AVG went. AVG was, oh gosh, Circus Playhouse Band and Tex Critters, and that's it. Monster Plantation at Six Flags Over Georgia. You are? Yeah, checking your chipboard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, go ahead, man. What all did they do? Yeah. Yeah, VP's doing... I thought... Is VP doing Stu Leonard's? I don't know. Or is that Advance doing it? Because it's either Advance or VP doing Stu Leonard's. I thought it was VP. Yeah. Because they did... Yeah, VP... Yeah, okay. Yeah, they did, like... Farm Fresh 5. That's the one at Stu Leonard's. And then I don't... Because Hank and Bo... The Hank and Bo show, that's from... that's originally Sally. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I had assumed because Hank and Bo was, it's from Daniel and the Dixie Diggers. But they now make Hank and Bo, okay. It's interesting. You know, I had thought about this in the past. Do you want to know TNT Muffin? Have you all seen him before? He has a dark ride. Was it TNT Muffin? I don't know. I don't know if it was him or someone else. It was some YouTuber, and they said, oh, animatronics in hidden locations. And then, you know, what they went to, they didn't go to Stu Leonard's, they went to an offshoot of Stu Leonard's in Virginia. And they said, animatronics in hidden locations. They didn't go to Jungle Gyms. Which, what do you think of when you think of animatronics in grocery stores? Just off the dome, what do you think of? Oh, I don't know. What do you see all the videos of? You type in animatronic in grocery store, what do you see videos of? You could see Stu Leonard's, but also you're probably going to see Jungle Gyms. Why not go there? And then why not go to Stu Leonard's? Why go to like an offshoot of Stu Leonard's? What? I don't get that. Yeah. Tom Leonard's. That's so... Why? Dude, you went to like Pennsylvania. You went to the place that has the Munch Cyber. And you didn't go to Jungle Gyms? Are you kidding? You went out of your way. You went farther to see Tom Leonard's instead of what? I don't know. I don't get it, man. Okay. Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna find that video. No, I'm gonna find that video. I'm gonna find that. Hold on. YouTube.com. I gotta find that. That's touch. Uh, it's like an arcade in a mall. That's where it is. Yeah, Bills. Dude, what are these things? What are those? What? That's Hank and Paul. What happened, man? I like freaked out when I first saw that. What is that? What what happened? They look like burn victims or something. They look like they're in terrible shape. And so it doesn't look like latex to me. It could be, I guess. That could be a latex mask, but it looks more like a cyber mask. Billy Jack in the General. Who is Tom and Dusty Dog? Who? Hello? I don't know. Whatever they are, they ain't good. Whatever. They're not great. Those aren't the greatest animatronics you could have seen in a grocery store, man. Wait, are they from? I mean, yeah, I guess they do kind of look like, oh, good God. What? Dude. That's another one. I live like 15 miles from that place. Or less than that, like 10. Um, from Burger. Go to Burger. Go to Burger Farm. I went there last year, and I was told not to touch them. So I quickly stopped and just filmed and looked around. Yeah, they have Pumpkin Munch, and then Chuck is like a farm girl kind of a thing, and Pasquale, no mustache. I don't think he has a mustache. And then the colored Warblettes too, and Helen. Anyway. Yeah, also, everyone says these are prototypes. What do you mean these are prototypes? Dude, what are you talking about? That's a prototype. Hello? Hello? But real, and these things are cool things, but apparently they're prototype versions. They're prototype versions, he says. Where there's actually blinking eyes. I don't remember that happening. I don't think that happened. So that is super sick. Oh, alrighty. But we're talking about in this video animatronics, not forgeries. I have never understood that, why they're called prototypes. It's not. It's just anyway, whatever. And now so many people will be going around. Because that's why I'm like so big on like getting things right, is that if you say one thing and then someone says that and then people catch on to that and then someone says it and then someone else and then someone else and then someone else and then someone else, it'll spread. Okay, get to that. It'll spread. the misinformation will spread. That's how misinformation works. If someone says something wrong, and then someone catches on, and then it spreads. Yeah, not as bad as other misinformation. Obviously, it's just animatronics, but then so many people will believe it that it's hard to correct everybody. That's why I kind of get mad when people are like, "Oh yeah, no, just because this guy said it, so yeah, he's right because these are prototype versions because he said it." You know? At the latest Cybers, yeah, those would be made Animation World of Orlando. I think that's who made this. Pretty sure. Hi. A play quack show. Yeah, that was at Denmark. Yeah. That was interesting. Yeah, but also the frames are different and the metal they're made out of are different. That's the same thing. I mean, like the movements is instead of being swapped out movements from PTT bots, they're built in with the arm movements because they were just that's why it was just this, and then went to that, and then Munch was the same thing. Munch was a turn, I think. I think he was a turn. I don't know if Munch had automatic like turn like Chuck did, where he moves and then his arm comes out like that. Or sorry, he moves and his arm comes out. I don't know. But they both switched to the that kind of a movement instead. But yeah, I mean, they use different fur, which I don't even know if that doesn't really determine the cybers. That this doesn't determine the actual bot. It more determines where the masks were made because 2000s fur and how they did that was obviously different than the 90s fur, which is different than the 80s fur, which is different than the 70s fur. So it's yeah, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That was a PTT thing, and then when they after concept unification, when they simplified everything to the band format, they did that. The Lost Frog Show. Was that another thing at that park in Denmark? Is there a lost show, or is that something else? Because No Play Quack was that show with it was like a game show kind of a thing, and then there was something before that. I don't remember what it was. It was some like around the world kind of a thing. I don't remember. It was. Huh. Lost Frog show somewhere. I don't know. Maybe that was a Sally thing. I don't know. Maybe it was someone else. Talk Toast for 2 was Brisky. Yeah, but it was. Everyone used the excuse. It was the 70s. Everyone uses the excuse it was the 70s. But it really was. But also, that's just what Pete's Time Theater was. Because it was very out there. Very out there. Mm-hmm. I like Black, yeah. Black. Bye Bye Blackbird. That's what it is. I'm trying to remember. Bye Bye Blackbird. Huh. Hmm. Huh. I'm trying to think of like retrofit shows. There was Marks, that was in like Mentor, and then I know this doesn't obviously isn't it, but there's Marks was a Mentor, and then Marks Funheim was a Mentor. Major Billies, that was Houston, I think. And there was something else. How much is that hound dog in the window? I have mixed feelings on it. I do really like the MC Chuck E. Cheese, the radio thing, the KPIZZA, K Pizza Radio thing. I like the concept of Chuck being like a DJ, like a radio jockey. I like that concept. The show itself, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Retro. It's kind of hard to look for it because I mean you can't just type in. You can't just go and type in Chuck E. Cheese retrofits because you'll get the big ones. You'll get Marks and you'll get Banjo Billies and you'll get Man Dog and Water Park Show and all that stuff. But bowling alley. I don't know. I don't know where the other zaps are. I mean, if I don't think I'm going to say they never franchise apps. So if I'm going to assume anything, they're all corporate. So you know what I'm thinking is they became Chuck E. Cheese bots. They when that ended, they sent them all back to corporate, and then when they merged, they sent them to Texas, and they used them for actual shows. Or sorry, I guess Kansas was where it went after PTT went belly up. But they sent them off there, and they are or were in. I guess my assumption is they are or were in Chuck E. Cheese's. I don't think they ever. They could have possibly gotten destroyed, but that's my theory. Is they were actually used in the end because they're fine. They're fine to use. They're Chuck E. slash. Oh yeah, Chuck E. slash Helen guest frames. Yeah, I don't know where. Okay. Hmm. That's from a Pizza Time Theater. That one's from. Someone had that. I think Damon got those from California or Texas, but that was from another collector who got them for a Pizza Time Theater. So, those aren't. I don't think those are from Zaps. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna assume that aren't. Yeah. Nothing I can go off is I had like 4. Using replicating making look like frogs. I don't know. Maybe. how do you go about starting that. I don't know how do you go about starting that search. I don't know if you just look up pizza place frog show, or like, I mean, you don't even have like a location, like an area where it was. 'Cause that'd be easy to start with that. Is say pizza place frog show. Sorry, bowling alley frog show location. But like not even having a name or a pizza place or a pizza place or location is kind of difficult because it's a big country. There are a lot of those places out there, so around New York, like upstate New York or like New York, New York, because it's upstate New York is kind of empty. It might be easier to look around upstate New York than New York, New York. Hmm. Okay, this thing's hate so. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna be going and out. It's like 8 p.m. Tomorrow I will stream again. I'm gonna talk more about some stuff. But yeah, so head out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming to this stream. I know I haven't done it in a while. I might try to do it more often now that it's winter time. You know, the end of the Christmas. I like it. I like streaming. I like you guys. I know that might not be believable, but I like talking. You know, like asking about baked beans for a while. Well, yeah, baked beans. Anyway, so I'll be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. again. Yippee! I'll be doing a go live together thing. So, yeah. See ya. Uh, the rats. The end is near. Bye.